I feel paralyzed.
Yo, what is up people, it is the Jubilant Gorilla here, aka Bernie, and today we're going to be talking about the different Gumballs within Black Ops 3. Did do a previous video just kind of talking about zombies and the different things, that'll be linked in the description, make sure to check that out. But today we are specifically covering Gumballs. The gameplay you're seeing in the background is some domination on Solar and Advanced Warfare. I think I go somewhere around a 4 KD, hope you guys enjoy that, and let's get into the video. So, firstly, the first Gumball we're going to talk about today is called Aftertaste. That's basically an immediate Gumball. They're set into two different categories. You have immediate Gumballs, which work straight away from when you get them, and player activated Gumballs, which means you activate them and they last for a certain amount of time. But Aftertaste is an immediate one. You don't lose any perks when you're down, but you'll still need to be revived. Now I think that's a pretty good one. That will definitely help out if you're playing in a massive group of people. So you've got 4 of you there, and you can revive someone with all of their perks. That's going to be a huge benefit to reviving them, and they've got no perks, no weapons, and they're completely without anything. The second one is called Alchemical Antithesis, which I'm struggling to pronounce, but that basically means for every 10 points you get 1 ammo. So that will be hugely helpful if you're running out of ammo, you haven't got a max ammo. Think about 10 points, that's 1 shot I think to a zombie. So you get the ammo back that you're putting in, so it's basically regeneration of ammo, which is really helpful. That's player activated and it lasts for 30 seconds. The third one is always done. Basically that means you can walk around, aim down sights faster, and aim down sights basically just in and out faster whilst you're running around. That's also immediate, which means you get it, and it works for 3 rounds specifically. Number 4 is called Danger Close. That means explosive damage doesn't happen to you for 3 rounds once you've got the ball. So another immediate one. That will be hugely helpful if you've got zombies running around and explosions going on, and they won't affect your health. So that is also something really helpful. The next one is Dead of Nuclear Winter. This is a player activated one, and you can use this one 2 times, which is slightly different to the other player activated ones that we've just seen. Basically that means you spawn a nuke power up. See, power ups are a new thing in Black Ops 3. There'll be another video possibly discussing those before the release tomorrow, I think it is, so I need to get that out soon. But yeah, power ups are a new introduction into Black Ops 3 which we haven't really seen before in zombies. The next one is Ephemeral Enhancement. That's also player activated, and you can use that 2 times, and it lasts for 30 seconds. That basically turns current weapons into a Pack-a-Punch version. So what that means, well, you guys know what Pack-a-Punch is, but that will be hugely helpful. 30 seconds of a Pack-a-Punch weapon will really help your team out if you don't have the best guns, and that will be obviously most useful before you've got to the stage where you've been able to Pack-a-Punch them. The next one is Firing on All Cylinders. That's another immediate one, and it lasts for 3 rounds. Basically you have the ability to fire while sprinting, which will be hugely helpful because if you think about it, when you're running away from zombies you run away and you can't fire, but if you can sprint and fire back at the crowd of zombies running at you, that's going to be crazy helpful and really help you to work onto those higher rounds. The next one is Immolation Liquidation. All of these names really hard to pronounce. This is another player activated one, and you can use it 3 times. Basically it spawns a fire sale power up, and that's another power up. We'll be discussing those in the future, so make sure to hang around and look out for that. The next is I'm Feeling Lucky. That basically spawns a random power up, so you can either get a good one or a not so good one. So obviously it's just I'm Feeling Lucky, you just activate it, player activated, and hopefully if you're lucky you get something good, but I guess you can get something not so good, so that's one of the ones which may be a little bit more mediocre depending on your luck. The next is In Plain Sight. This is also a player activated one, and you can only use it once. Basically what that means is you get ignored by zombies for 10 seconds, so you can basically just run away from them, get out of that kind of pushed zone where there are a lot of zombies, and they won't come running after you, which will be hugely helpful if you get this. You can just activate it if you're in a sticky situation, get out of that room and start kind of regathering your stuff and making sure you survive. Again, this one is player activated. This one's called Killing Time. You can only use it once, and that means zombies will stand still for 20 seconds. And if you shoot them, they are marked and annihilated after that 20 seconds goes up. So what that means is, basically, if you get in a good area of zombies, you activate this once, you can mark out all of those zombies, and after the 20 seconds is over, they just will all die. So if you make sure you use this in the right position, it will be hugely beneficial. And the next one is Killjoy. That's also player activated, and you can use this one 3 times as opposed to 1 with Killing Time. In Killjoy, basically, you spawn a Carpenter power-up. So this is another power-up. I'm pretty sure the Carpenter one's meant to be quite good from what I've heard, and possibly that will be quite helpful. The next, Lucky Crit, which is an immediate 1 round, so once you get the Gumball, it immediately activates, and it only lasts for 1 round. Basically, don't really understand what this means. I guess once the game actually comes out, we'll start understanding what these different things mean. But what is stated is additional roll against the percentage chance on the player's AAT. If you guys have any idea what it means, just leave a comment in the comment section, and we'll make sure to understand what that actually means. Now, the next one is another player activated one, but it only works once. This is called Now You See Me. For 10 seconds, that means all the zombies will specifically target you, which is the opposite of In Plain Sight, which is where 10 seconds you are ignored. But if you're playing in a team or a group of 4 people, say they're down or you need to get them up, or basically you can direct the zombies all towards you. You run away, all the zombies will be focusing on you for 10 seconds, and that gives your team time to, say, revive each other, hit the random weapons box, or go and get another Gumball, something like that. So I think that'll be pretty useful. The next is called One for the Road. That's another immediate one, but this one lasts 10 minutes. Basically that increases the normal limit of 4 perks to 5 perks, only for 10 minutes though, but I think that'll be pretty crazy. If you get a 5th perk, even 10 minutes, if you think about that, could get you at least a couple of extra rounds in the higher rounds. So that will be hugely useful if you can just pick up that 5th perk. Another one is One the House, which is player activated. You can use it once, and it spawns a free perk power-up. So loads of these different power-up ones, these Gumballs, activating different types of power-ups, and we'll just have to see how they play out and see which ones are best. Perkaholic is the next one, which is immediate, and that's like a classic perk where you keep it until you are downed. That means you get all of the perks on the map, so that's crazy OP. Can you imagine running around with all the different perks like Juggernaut, all those different things, and you'll have all of them until you are down. So if one of the players in your team online gets this, they'll be pretty damn lucky, and that's a crazy OP one, so I think a lot of people will be hunting for that. Obviously it should be fairly rare if they're trying to make it balanced, but we'll just have to see on Thursday at midnight if it actually happens. The next one is called Stock Option. It's an immediate one and it lasts for 5 minutes. This one means you don't need to reload your weapon. Obviously your ammo is still depleting as you're using it, but you don't need to reload, so that's pretty good. Obviously you're going to have to keep an eye on your camo, but you're just never going to have to waste time for reloading during that 5 minutes. So obviously you'll get rid of all your ammo, but it'll be definitely worth it, and you shouldn't die if you can continually fire. The next is called Impatient. This one lasts, well, it's immediate, and it lasts until you bleed out. So basically when you do bleed out, it means you respawn when the last zombie of the round spawns. So it allows you to kind of go back into the game and do everything you should be able to do if you don't kill that last zombie, which is pretty good because that means you don't respawn straight into the next round when there are going to be loads of zombies as opposed to just one. Another one is called Sword Flay. That's immediate and that's 5 minutes. That basically means times 5 multiplayer on melee damage. So when you use your knife, the damage is going to be times 5, which is crazy, and it means you can get out of those sticky situations by knifing when you never usually would be able to. Another one is called Wall Power. This one is immediate and it lasts until you buy another weapon off the wall. Basically it means that the next primary weapon that you buy off the wall provides the weapon's Pack-a-Punch version. So obviously you can only do it once and you don't want to buy it again, but when you buy something off the wall, it's the Pack-a-Punch version, which is pretty helpful if there's any good stuff on the wall. We don't really know yet what weapons are going to be on the wall, but if there's something good that you can get Pack-a-Punch, definitely worth doing that if you pick up that Gumball. The final one is called Who's Keeping the Score. That's basically player activated. You can use it twice, and it basically means that you spawn double points power-ups. So using that power-up, you just keep getting double points and getting loads of points, which means you can buy more Gumballs, and it'll be really, really useful. We've got 3 more to go. The next one is called Phoenix Up. Basically, that's player activated. You can use it once, and that means you can revive everyone, and they all keep their perks. So that's pretty good. If you're in a group again online, and your friends go down, you're the only one alive. You get this Gumball, and you have it. You can just activate that. All of them will come up, and they will be with their perks, which will be crazy useful. If you think about losing perks, like if you're in higher rounds, and all your friends revive with their perks back, that's going to be very useful. The next one is Pop Shock. That's basically play a melee for the next 5 melee attacks, and what that means is the melee attack does electric arc damage to nearby zombies. So I guess this should be, from what we know, should be a crazy powerful melee attack, which could possibly kill zombies in the surrounding area, and I think that may be useful. I think possibly slightly weaker because, you know, if you get in and close, you stab one, kills some around, but I think it's slightly more dangerous in terms of getting downed. The penultimate one is called Private Eyes. This is an immediate one, and it lasts for 2 rounds. Basically, it's an icon, it's like a grenade one. Shows up when a zombie is within 10 feet, so they can't sneak up on you. I think that'll be pretty useful because if we think about all the times that we've played zombies, it's always a zombie like coming up behind you and downing you that you don't see. If you get stuck in a corner, say one comes up behind and gets you down. So I think that'll be pretty useful for 2 rounds. You'll just be able to see the zombies in all the area around you basically, and hopefully that will stop you from getting those stupid downs where you have to be revived and your friends can't get to you. Now the final one is called Respin Cycle. That's player activated. You can use it 2 times, and basically respin. It makes the magic box respin a new weapon choice. So you know, if you get a bad weapon, you're in the higher rounds, you need a better weapon. You just activate this. You can use it twice. You activate it once, say, and it will respin, and hopefully you get a better weapon. Obviously, it can work in the opposite way. You can get something a bit worse, but hopefully, if it works properly, you'll get a better weapon. And you can use that twice, so I think that'll be pretty useful. So there we go, guys. Those are all the different Gumballs that have been leaked. Definitely looking forward to playing this on Thursday at midnight when it comes out. I think I may try and stream some zombies, possibly if we get the chance, so make sure to hang around for that. If you guys like the information video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for loads more Black Ops 3, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon. Thanks for watching the video.